Hello, this is Stretch ASMR. I just got a new manicure, so today I will be doing some finger tapping with my new nails. I'll also be doing some rustling with this old anklet and these coins. And I'll be explaining a little bit about what everything here is. It's part of my personal spiritual practice, so I'll be talking about that a little bit. So first off, I'm going to show you the nails where you can see them right here. First off, here I have just a regular old bowl of water, just a plain regular bowl of water. It should be fancier, but it's just a regular plastic Tupperware bowl of water. Now what I do in the mornings is every day I wake up and I put my hands together and I pray to this bowl of water. Now you might ask why I do that. And that's not necessarily a religious practice that I picked up anywhere. It's just, I've been thinking about water and water as life. Not just that water is life, but the fact that life just is water. Everything that we know that is living is made up of or comprised of water. Everything needs water. So life is water. And so whether it's praying or just sending like love and affirmations or visualizations or manifestations or any kind of just like respect for the water, love for the water, what you're doing is you're sending that to all of life. You're sending love, you're sending respect to life, to everything that exists, to everything that lives. And I think that's important to do. I think it's important to send out love regularly. Also, apologies if you can hear my neighbors and everything. It's the middle of the day, so there's a bit of, cars zooming by, people talking in the background. I live in an apartment, you know how it is. So that's the water. This is the main feature. Some people might call this like a rudimentary altar for ancestral worship. I do a little bit of that, but for the most part, it's about love, it's about water, it's about life, it's about, everything living has something special inside of it, and I think that's really important to remember. So, let me do some more tapping, some up-close tapping. You can't really see my nails from here. I should do it the other way so you can see them. I wasn't quite sure how to put the angling for the camera here. I'm still trying to figure out how this all works, but I felt like this would probably do the trick. If it's not good, not good quality, let me know in the comments and maybe give me some suggestions about what I could do. I don't have a tripod or anything. This is just, shot on an iPhone. So, I love my new manicure. It's so, I asked for a color explosion, and this is pretty color explosion, especially on the thumbs you see right there. That's cool. I love that. Okay, so next up, we have this anklet that I will show you right now. I'll tap on it a little bit. So we have this anklet. Now this is actually something that I made myself. It just, little string, someone showed me how to do this specific type of weave, and I, beaded it with these little wooden beads here. These look green now, but they started off looking a little more bluish, and these, I think, were a darker brown, or maybe a lighter brown, I can't remember. This is my favorite bead right here, because it's imperfect, and I just really liked that for some reason. It just felt right. So I made this anklet myself. I, you know, knitted, not knit, what is it? I tied it myself. And I wrapped it around my ankle. It was supposed to be for a bracelet, but I wrapped it around my ankle. And I tied it there, and it just stayed there. And it kept falling off. Not at first, but eventually after about a year or so, it started falling off. So I tied it right here in a knot. And so it couldn't fall off at all. And then eventually, you know, I was wearing it. I went to the ocean a couple times. Some beaches. I just went around. I've been traveling a lot. And so I took this and I was wearing it and it just snapped right there. Right there. So it fell off, but I kept it because I felt like it's kind of, you know, important to keep things that have been surrounding you for a long time. It's like your body's not just your body, you know, your body is also what you choose to do with your body and the things that you adorn your body with. So I just like to keep things, I feel like I've like charged them with a bit of like my personal energy. So it's nice to keep them around kind of just as reminders of that. All of my things actually were stolen from me back in December, which is something I'm still kind of grieving, but also kind of just trying to process and move on from, even though it's several months later, you know, with coronavirus and everything. It's been a bit hard for everyone, I feel like, to process all the things they need to, but I'm doing an okay job now. It took me some time. So this is that anklet, and inside this bowl, actually, what we have here is several dollar coins. Now these dollar coins I got off of a trip, and here I've been making clicking noises. That's this whistle right here. It's not really significant. I'm gonna put that aside so it stops making that noise. Yeah, so here I have a dollar coin. It has Lady Liberty on front, Abraham Lincoln on back. Some of them have other stuff, like this one has Sacagawea. I think that's pretty common for dollar coins. I don't actually know what they're made out of. I don't think they're plated with gold or bronze or anything, but they look kind of like that. I don't know what they're made of metal-wise, but here is another Sacagawea coin, dollar coin. I think these are super cool. Sorry about that. I think these are super cool because they have been, you know, traveling so far. I got them on a road trip. I'm just gonna leave that right there. I got these on a road trip where I paid in cash at the toll booth, and it paid me back like $14. I paid with like a $20 bill, and it paid me back like $14 in dollar coins. So I took them all, and I have a bunch of them because of that. So I just like having coins around, especially when they're made of certain materials, but I don't know which ones these are made of. This one is Susan B. Anthony, I believe. So this might be a silver coin or something. Made in 1979. I don't know if they'd stopped making silver coins by then. If you know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, so this is Susan B. Anthony, and the rest of these are mostly Sacagawea. There's a few Abe Lincolns and someone else. I think it's Ulysses Grant, but I'm actually not sure. Oh, it's so hard to move things with my finger. I just got them done today, and I've actually never had a manicure before like this. Like, I've never had acrylics before, so I'm still learning how to move with them on. So here, again, excuse the noise, apologies for that. Here I have an earring that actually I left at my aunt's house, and she mailed it back to me. It's a little rose. It's a metal rose though, like a titanium rose, and it has like rose colored kind of like paint on it, like little silver rose, or I mean, oh, you know what I mean, like metallic rose on it. Makes it look a little more rose-like and a little less like metal. But I think that's super cool because the paint is coming off and you can kind of see like where it becomes more like metallic-like. And I think that's really interesting. I don't know. I don't necessarily have a reason for this being here. This is just kind of like, this whole thing is full of metal as well as wood. And I think it's important to have. I think those are two of the elements, like metal, wood, fire, water, air, something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's what's in this bowl. That's the anklet and the coins and the earring. And I just put that next to my water bowl because I find it important to kind of, you know, keep the different elements together in that kind of way. So, like for my practice, I think that's important, or at least powerful. So here, this is just a regular glass bottle that I found. I was exploring in the woods somewhere and I just found this, not buried. I wouldn't dig up a buried bottle, you know, it could be, you don't know what you're getting into when it's stuff like that, but it was kind of just on the top of stuff. Nothing in it, just an old looking bottle. It was on train tracks, I think, actually. This thing that I've put in it right here is a plastic that used to be full of like my old hair, because sometimes, you know, I have like hair that falls out, and sometimes because I'm just a little weird, I just put it all in one place. And then with that, I just kind of like keep it, like just to see, you know, I don't know, I like my own hair, but I used to put that in here, and then I don't remember why, but that went somewhere, I used it, or I threw it out or something, and there was just, you know, like jojoba oil in here, and coconut oil, or something like that. Maybe it was, oh, what's that other one? I don't know. The other one I use for my hair. Argan oil, yeah. I think it was that, actually. So that was just filled with argan oil in my hair, and then I like had it with an earring once, but then I took those out and put those away when I moved just now, because I just moved. So that, you know, I used to have that in there, and I thought, what is this plastic bag good for? Because, like, I don't know, I was just like, I need this bottle to be full of oil somehow, but I don't want to fill it with oil. So then I thought, oh, well, this had argan oil in it, and jojoba and coconut, and so I just took the little baggie and I, you know, shoved it in there. So now I have right here water, I have right here metal and wood, and I have oil. And those are all things that are like spiritually relevant to me and like super important. To me, it's important to surround yourself with like fragments of nature in order to be able to properly kind of like be in touch with nature. I feel like not enough people are necessarily in touch with nature these days. I think that's maybe why we have the mental health crisis that we do, especially on college campuses. So, here we go. This is a decaf cocoa bean. I can't remember what exactly, but apparently there's decaf cocoa beans, like imitation coconut beans, that grow in, you know, the United States. And so that's what this is. It was given to me by a friend, a very close friend. She gave it to me just because she thought I would like it, and I do. It's really, really cool, really interesting. There's this spike at the top that doesn't really come off, if you can see that. There's that spike right there. And aside from that, it's like extremely smooth. I just thought it was really cool. So that was given to me by a friend. I wonder if cocoa beans are seeds. I don't actually know. Can you plant them? I'm not sure. Here off screen, we also have my eucalyptus oil. I use a lot of essential oils for a lot of different reasons. Eucalyptus I use to clear the sinuses. If you rub it, if you dilute it first, because you don't want to get oil burns. but your chemical burns or whatever. If you rub this diluted on your stomach or on your feet or on your chest and torso or under your nose, or even if you just take it, open up the cap, put it under your nose and just smell it, you know, just like that, then that, oh, I just smelled it right there. That will definitely help you out with decongestion. If you have like kind of like you can't breathe properly, you have a cold, I can't say for, you know, any kind of respiratory ailments, but if you just have like a head cold or something like that, then this should clear your head cold up, at least temporarily. So I definitely suggested that. Oh, my cat is peeing in the window. There she is. This, also off screen, is my lavender. It's a fabric, it says fabric and room freshener. It's lavender. So this is a very kind of like low-key kind of scent thing. It's not very strong, which is good because sometimes with strong smells I get like headaches or migraines. So this is good. You can just take it off and just spray that everywhere. So I'm actually gonna spray this right now. And it kind of, the way that lavender works is, well, I don't know if it specifically soothes the nervous system, but something about the chemicals in like the plant of lavender allow for you to have a more calm outlook on things. It might, you know, actually like soothe the nervous system, kind of not brings you down, but like dampens a little bit, just like allows you to help like release some things, calm down, just really be chill. And it also is a sleep aid. It aids in sleep, so that is good to have in your room. So just like this kind of like calm, peaceful sleep aid kind of an herb. And in this little bottle right here, I'm gonna tap on it some more so you can hear that. And in this little bottle, it really, it's just kind of like the fragrance to get you kind of like in this space, in the mindset of being calm and soothed. So that's what I have right there. I've gone through most of the things that I keep here for personal, like spiritual purposes. Let me tap on my nails some more so you can see them. I really like that. They're really cool. So I also have some vitamins right here. This is biotin. You know, I have the acrylics right now, so I don't need this so much, but it's supposed to supposedly like be a vitamin that helps with hair growth and nail strength, but I haven't found it to help a lot. I have kind of weak nails right now, and it has not gotten better with that. This is vitamin D. You know, a lot of people need vitamin D and don't get it because a lot of people don't go outside anymore, and that's one of the things that I mean when I say, you know, like a disconnect from nature kind of causes a lot of these mental health issues, because something about the oxygen around plants and around trees is just fresher. It allows you, I think, I can't remember what the word is, but the air is just different. Like the plants like give the air kind of like freshness that reacts with your brain chemicals and allows you to just be calmer, like think better, be more soothed. It really like relaxes you and gives you like some happiness. And so that's one thing that being outside, like with plants, can do. Even if you just get them in your house, that's even good. But these are vitamin D, and so, you know, vitamin D comes from the sun, as I'm sure you know. But a lot of people, especially dark-skinned people in, you know, colder, more northern regions, but even light-skinned people in cold northern regions, like white people, can still suffer from a lack of vitamin D. So vitamin D is a really important supplement to take if you feel like you're not getting enough sunlight, if you're not going outside for a regular amount of time, even if you're in a hotter area, like near the equator and everything, if you're not going outside enough, then you still might need to supplement some vitamin D. So lastly, I have magnesium. Now, I don't super know how magnesium works as much, but I just know that my mom's very into vitamins, and she gets on my ass when I don't, you know, eat enough food with magnesium in it, or when I don't take magnesium vitamin supplements. It helps with the collection of calcium, I believe. So if you're like drinking milk and you're, you know, eating things with calcium in them, but you're not taking magnesium, then that calcium won't go to your bones, it won't go to your teeth, it'll just kind of wash out. And so then it's like, at that point, why even, you know, why even drink milk? Why even like take calcium supplements? Because if you're not absorbing it, then it's not going to help you. So magnesium is super good. If you have like muscle twitches, it can help. I think there's a lot of magnesium in bananas. I can't remember what other foods, but spinach, like leafy greens. No, I think that's iron. Anyway, but magnesium can be super helpful for if you have like weak bones, or if you have, I think it can cause some mental health issues as well if you're not getting enough calcium to the brain, especially as a young child. So that is one thing that definitely helps, taking magnesium. And I think that's all I have for you guys today. I had more essential oils, more things like this that I could show you guys, but all of those things were mostly taken from me. So right now I'm trying to rebuild up. This is just stuff I've collected in the past 6 months since my stuff got stolen. But, you know, I'm not pressed about it. It's okay. Like, things work out one way or another. So that is all I have for you guys today. Maybe another time I'll show you my camphor oil, but I think that's in my car. Anyway, so here's my manicure. Here's my new acrylics. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below about things you'd like to see in the future or anything like that. And I will start that up, you know, I'll get at that. So I'm starting this channel back up, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye.